So Liam, how would you sum up today's game?
Look, we've lost, so that's disappointing. The feeling from this game to the last game against them, two different feelings. Today for us was about the performance, and I did say it's about us. And you know, we played well. We played well. You know, Tamworth are a good team, at the top for a reason. Look, we're disappointed, and as playing well, as good as that is, you want 3 points. But I felt we needed a reaction from the last game, which was very bad. And the lads have done that. And I thought, in terms of, look, Tamworth have the 3 points, so there's no point in sort of glossing over anything other than, you know, we dominated possession. I thought we created some good chances. At 1-0, possibly could have went 2-0 up with Jordane's effort. Could have went 2-0 up with Scholes' off the bar as well. I thought we really had them rattled first 20-25 minutes, and then we've conceded sloppy goals again. And I say sloppy, it's look, it's frustrating. It's the goals that, you know, we need to defend better from, and we're always saying it, and we haven't dealt with one long ball, which it's just a sloppy goal. And we talked about the midfielder ghosting in, and again, it's been a couple of times, well, 3 times now in a week. It's done the same thing. It's ghosted in, and we already know that happens. And you know, we've ended up conceding again. But I thought second half we were the better team. Tamworth have had to work hard, extremely hard to get a result. And we know on our day we can beat anybody. We know that, and we were very close today. I think at 2-0, I think it would have been tough for them. But no, look, overall, I'm really pleased with the application and commitment of the players. We worked hard on Thursday night in terms of some new patterns, and I thought we caught them out a lot of times in terms of whether we were playing out from the back and some rotations. I thought that was really good. Caused confusion, and against the top teams you have to. I think we played like this against South Shields and beat them too. You know, we played like this against Chorley and beat them 5. So I think a lot of sort of respect has to go to Tamworth over the 2 games. I think the first game we were dreadful, but this game they've found a way, which is unbelievable for them to find a way all the time, and they keep doing it, and they've done it today. So look, overall, I had a sleepless night last game, and I said to the players, I'll sleep tonight knowing, you know, we've set a bit of a benchmark. I thought the new lads, Rico coming in, was fantastic. So no, look, pleased but obviously disappointed, because, you know, we're winners, and we 3 points are at stake, and we want to take them.
Do you think Dan was a bit isolated up front at times today?
No, possibly. Danny can be a lone ranger, whether he's up there on his own. I thought Dre and Corley, I thought we dominated possession, and we gradually dominated as we moved up the pitch, playing through the thirds, and I thought that's what we did very well. We defended our half extremely well for probably 70 minutes of that game, and we had at the end, we had 2 or 3 good opportunities at the end to you know, balls have gone in and they've been scrambling, but look, we're down the bottom fighting for and our journey is completely different to Tamworth's, and you know, we're playing a team at the top. They're at the top for a reason, so, you know, because they're a good team with good players. So, but for me now, I just thought it was we did all right. Danny obviously, you know, played well. To be fair, you know, again, he's much improved from the last game, as like many of the lads already. But no, I was pleased.
How would you rate December for Rushden overall?
You know what, it's always going to be tough. There's some good teams in the league, and I've said this, you know, we don't really get down, and we had words after the last game against Tamworth, and I did say to them, and they know me as a person, as a character, that it doesn't matter who we're playing, whether it's Man U or the Dog and Duck. We have a responsibility for each other to go out and perform and work hard for each other. And after the first game, we were miles off it, and we lost 2-1, same scoreline today, but two completely different performances. But we knew it was going to be a tough month. We knew it was going to be tough, but if you look at it, and I'm trying to put a positive spin on it. South Shields and back-to-back games against Tamworth, two teams that up in at the start of December would have been looking to try and still win the league, and we've took 3 points. Is that good? It isn't fantastic, we know, but we've got the 3 points, and now we've got to look forward to obviously another game, another tough game, another team that think they can win the league as well, and can. So we know it's going to be really difficult again. So we just sort of knew we've got a real tough December. We just needed to make sure we stayed in there, and again I think this performance gives the lads a lot of confidence in terms of we've played the last 2 home games, we've got 3 points out of it, but we've played 2 really good teams who are really good in different ways.
Looking ahead to January, what are your thoughts about the games coming up, and do you think it'll be a defining month for us?
You know what, I think we're in a block of teams that whoever gets a consistency for 1 month may be enough. But for us, look, our journey, and I've said it numerous times, we know what we are and where we're at as a football club, and we come into this season fully aware that this is going to be the toughest season. Since I've been at the club, we're going to finish the lowest since I've been here, and that's not a disrespect to us. It's just the level we're at. We worked really hard last season to get this opportunity, and we're loving it. As much as we are losing games, we're learning, and I think as individuals, we've talked about in the dressing room today about just discipline, and no one wants to go and head balls and recover runs and defend and slide tackle and go into 50-50s, but the best teams enjoy doing it. And there's been numerous games this season. If I look at Chorley at home, Scarborough at home, Brackley away, even the games we've drew, like the Darlingtons and Curzons, we've had that in us that day, but we can't pick and choose. We have to have it all the time, and I know it's difficult for the players to be super consistent, like the top teams, the teams in the playoffs, but that's our next challenge now. We know we can beat anybody on our day. That's a fact, because we have. We know we're going to lose games, we know we're going to win games, but now we want to try and change that mindset now. And I think the first half of the season we talked about winning and losing and winning and not being down, and that's sort of replicated our first half of the season. Ideally, it would have been lovely to have got to the new year with 30 points, but we're 3 shy of that. But I think going into January now, we want some consistency, that sort of desire for clean sheets again, because we love clean sheets. Don't get many of them, but we love clean sheets, and I know there's numerous ones around the corner, but we just want to make sure that we have put some more points on the board for January. And like I say, we're in I wouldn't call it a dog fight, but we're in a fight. We know that. We knew from the very start. I think if people have written us off from the first game, but we've come a long way since then, and now we're keeping our head above water at the minute. But we know we need more wins, and to do that, we're going to work extremely hard to try and make sure that we do that.